I will start a new point of polymerization, that is the synthesis of polymerization. Okay, in last video you already studied about the classification of polymers. Okay, now we study about the synthesis of polymerization. In the synthesis of polymerization we have two types. First will be the addition polymerization. First is addition polymerization. And the second type will be condensation polymerization. Condensation polymerization. Now first let's study about the what is mean by addition polymerization. Already know what is mean by polymerization there. The polymerization is nothing but it is a process where the monomers are converted into the polymers. The monomers are converted into the polymers. We call it as a polymerization. Now, what is mean by here? Addition polymerization. Okay. So the addition polymerization, it is also called as chain growth polymerization. It is also called chain growth polymerization. Okay, here we are using unsaturated monomers. Here we are using unsaturated monomers. These unsaturated monomers are nothing but it is having carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond. So unsaturated monomers are added into the polymer chain. Unsaturated monomers are added into the polymer chain. It is helped to increase the chain length of the polymer. Increase the chain length of the polymer is nothing but addition polymerization. Here we are using that monomers. That monomers are nothing but unsaturated monomers. Now this addition polymerization it follows one step. Okay, there is a formation of a free radical. There is a formation of free radical. So, addition polymerization reaction is takes place by the formation of free radical. And these free radicals are nothing but what? Intermediate. These are intermediate. Now, this intermediate is nothing but these are very reactive species because they are unstable in the nature. They want to get stabilized. So, these are nothing but what? They are intermediate. So, the addition polymerization reaction is takes place through the formation of free radical, and this free radical having a free radical mechanism. Now, this addition polymerization involve free radical mechanism. It is having free radical mechanism. Here in the free radical mechanism, this mechanism follows three steps. First will be the chain initiation step, second will be the chain termination reaction, and the last will be the chain propagation. First will be the chain initiation reaction, or the also it is called initiation step. Chain initiation step or the initiation step. Second will be the chain propagation. Chain propagation reaction. And the last will be the chain termination reaction. Chain termination reaction. Okay, now this free radical mechanism having three steps. First will be the chain initiation step, second will be the chain propagation reaction, and last will be the chain termination reaction. In chain initiation step, what is the use of chain initiation step? This step is used to start any chemical reaction. It is used to start the chemical reaction. Start the chemical reaction. Okay, it is used to start the chemical reaction. So the next step will be the chain propagation propagation reaction. What is the use of chain propagation reaction? This step is used to allow the growth of chain. It is used to increase, or it is used to allow the growth of chain. Allow the growth of chain. Okay. So in second step, what is happen? Increase the chain length. So because of this reason, we follow the last step, that is a chain termination reaction. In the chain termination reaction, what is happening? Why we are using the chain termination step? To stop the reaction. Whatever the chemical reaction will be started, that chemical reaction increase the chain growth, and that chain growth will be the stopped by using chain termination reaction. To stop the reaction, we are using chain termination reaction. Now we study what is happen in chain initiation step. Okay, see what happened in the chain initiation step. So it is a step where we can start any chemical reaction. In this reaction, alkene or the dies. For alkene means what? CH2 double bond. CH2 means it contains double bond. Alkene or the dies are polymerized. Here in this step, alkenes or dies. What are taken here? Alkenes or dies are polymerized in the presence of what? Catalyst. In the presence of a catalyst like benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide and acetyl peroxide. Okay, by using this catalyst, there is a formation of free radical. There is a formation of a free radical. That step is nothing but what? Chain initiation step. So what I taken here? Benzyl peroxide, that is a C6H5, C double bond O, C double bond O, C6H5. I taken here benzyl peroxide, small amount of benzyl peroxide. When I expose to it sunlight. Okay? H mu means what? Sunlight or heat. It is denoted by like this. Okay? If I take small amount of benzoyl peroxide exposed to the sunlight, whatever the bond present in between the oxygen, that bond will be undergo homolytic cleavage. Okay, the bond will be easily break, and there is a formation of a radical. Means whatever the electron, one bond is having two electrons. Okay, if I break this bond, the one electron goes to this oxygen and another electron goes to this oxygen. Okay, now benzyl peroxide undergo the homolytic cleavage. So there is a formation of two molecules of C6H5, C double bond O dot. There is a formation of a free radical. Now again, if I expose to this product will be the sunlight. What is happen? Whatever the bond is present in between this carbon and carbon, it will be undergo homolytic cleavage. Again, there is a formation of phenyl radical. There is a formation of a phenyl radical. This radical is not what we call it is a phenyl radical. Okay, so addition reaction is follows via through the formation of a free radical. So there is a formation of free radical. Now whatever this phenyl radical is formed, this phenyl radical, that is a C6H5 dot, is react with ethene molecule. Okay, so in starting I told that ethene is undergo polymerized. So this ethene will be polymerized with phenyl. There is a formation of a large molecule, that is a polymer, which is having a higher molecular weight. There is a formation of a new radical which is having a higher molecular weight. So you should remember what is the product formed in the first step, that is a chain initiation reaction. Now move on to the next step, that is a chain propagation reaction. So the second step will be the chain propagation reaction. Chain propagation reaction. Okay. In the first step, what I taken alkene molecules. Before that, I taken benzyl peroxide. Under homolytic cleavage, there is the formation of what? Phenyl radical. And this phenyl radical is react with alkene and or ethene. There is the formation of a new radical which is having a higher molecular weight. So the chain propagation reaction, whatever the product is formed into the chain initiation reaction, that is what? C6H5 CH2 dot. This radical is formed in the first step. This radical will be now react with another molecule of ethene. This molecule is react with another molecule of ethene. So there is a formation of C6H5 CH2. There is a formation of a new radical which is having a higher molecular mass. How it is formed? This carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, this will be the sigma bond. This is having a pi bond. Now pi bond is very weak. When it is come in contact with sunlight, it can easily break. So there is a formation of what? If this CH2 double bond CH2. If I break this using homolytic cleavage, there is a formation of CH2 dot CH2. Now this carbon also required one electron. This carbon also required electron. So they will combine together and there is a formation of a bond between this CH2 and CH2. So I am getting this product in the second step, and that step is nothing but chain propagation reaction, and there is a formation of repeating unit structure. Why repeating? This CH2 will be again and again repeating. Suppose if I react this again with ethene molecule, again this bond will be break by the homolytic cleavage. So there is a formation of CH2 dot CH2. This carbon required one electron. This carbon required one electron. They are combined together. So there is a formation of what? C6H5 CH2. Again this will be the CH2. Now this CH2 and this CH2. It will make a new bond CH2 and the last CH2 having a dot. So there is a formation of again free radical. So the chain propagation reaction is very important to increase the length of the chain. So because of this, we can write the product like this also. That is a C6H5 CH2. How many times? N times. Okay. So last will be the CH2 dot. That is a, if I take here again CH2 dot. So in the chain propagation reaction, there is a formation of a free radical which is having a higher molecular mass. Okay. Remember this product. In the second step, that is a chain propagation reaction. We move on the next step. That is a chain termination reaction. That is the last step. Last will be the chain termination reaction. Okay. So this chain termination reaction, why we are using this step? To stop the chemical reaction. To stop the chemical reaction, we are using a last step, that is a chain termination reaction. Whatever the product is formed in the chain propagation reaction, which product is formed? That is a C6H5 CH2. How many times? N times. Okay. CH2 dot. Okay. You are getting this product in the second step, that is the chain propagation step. So this radical will be react with another radical. This radical is react with another radical. Another, that is the same radical CH2 N time CH2 dot. Now it will react with another free radical. Okay, now see here, this carbon is having that is this is also radical, this is also radical. This carbon required one electron, this carbon also required one electron. So they are combined together and there is a formation of a polymers. There is a formation of what? Polymer, which is undergo polymerization process. Now what happened here? C6H5 CH2 CH2, how many times? N type CH2 CH2. Now it is having dot. Okay, they both are combined together and there is a formation of new bond in between these two carbon. So there is a formation of a new bond, that is a CH2 bond CH2, again CH2 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 N time C6H5. Okay, see here I taken a C6H5 CH2 CH2 N time. How many CH2 here? 2 CH2 and this CH2 and this CH2 are combined together. There is a formation of a new bond, that is a sigma bond. Again CH2 N time CH2 CH2 and last will be the C6H5. And this is nothing but what? Polythene. Okay, this is nothing but polythene. Why here polythene? Because we are using here ethene, that is a CH2 double bond CH2. Each time we are using ethene and undergo homolytic cleavage, undergo polymerization process, and there is a formation of a long chain. And to decrease the growth of the chain, we are using the last step, that is a chain termination reaction, and there is a formation of a polythene. Okay, I hope you understand a mechanism of the polymerization through the free radical mechanism. It is also called as a free radical mechanism. Okay, so next will be the important compound of polymers. Okay. So next point will be the important compounds of addition polymer. Okay, important compounds of addition polymer. First compound will be polyacrylonitrile. Okay, first compound will be the PAN. P means what? Poly. A means acrylo. N means nitrile. Okay, polyacrylonitrile. Second will be the polythene. Second will be the polythene. And this polythene is again having two types. First will be the low density polythene. Low density polythene. And second will be the high density polythene. It is having two types. First will be the low density polythene. Second will be the high density polythene. Second will be the high density polythene. And third will be the polytetrafluoroethene. Okay, last compound will be the polytetrafluoroethene or ethane. Polytetrafluoroethene or ethane. Okay, so these are the some important compounds of the addition polymerization. First will be the PAN. PAN is nothing but polyacrylonitrile. Second will be the polythene. Polythene, it is again having two types. First will be the low density polythene and second will be the high density polythene. And the last will be the PTFE, polytetrafluoridoethane. Okay, polytetrafluoridoethane. Now we'll detail study. First will be the PAN, that is a polyacrylonitrile. Okay, how it is formed? It is a polyacrylonitrile. If I take n number of acrylonitrile, that is a CH2 double bond CH Cn. Okay, I taken here n number of, that is a n number of acrylonitrile in the presence of catalyst. In the presence of catalyst, that is peroxide. In the presence of a catalyst, that is a peroxide, there is a formation of a polyacrylonitrile, that is a CH2. Whatever the bond is present in between this carbon and carbon, it will break. So there is a formation of carbon-carbon single bond. So CH Cn, or I can write this also CH N type. Okay, this will be your polyacrylonitrile. Okay, this polyacrylonitrile, which is used to the synthesis or to making sweater or also to make the blankets. Remember that what is the use of this polyacrylonitrile? We can use to make a blanket or also sweater, and also to prepare synthetic fiber. Also to prepare synthetic fiber. Okay, remember that the first compound will be the polyacrylonitrile, that is nothing but PAN. Second will be the polythene. Okay, now second will be the polythene. Okay, this polythene is having two types. First will be the low density polythene. First will be the low density polythene, and second will be the high density polythene. Okay, now how to prepare low density polythene? Low density polythene will be prepared in presence of ethene. Okay, we should take n number of ethene molecule, undergo polymerization process at 1000 to 1500 Kelvin atmospheric pressure. Okay, and in presence of catalyst, that is a dioxygen. There is a presence of a new catalyst, that is a dioxygen. So there is a formation of a low density polythene. What I taken here? N number of ethene in presence of a catalyst, that is a dioxygen, and also some temperature like 370 Kelvin to 500 Kelvin. It will undergo polymerization process. There is a formation of polythene, that is a low density polythene. And this low density polythene, it is an example of branch chain polymer. This is an example of a branch chain polymer. These low density polymers are tough. What is the characteristics? They are tough and they are flexible. They are flexible. They are tough and they are flexible. So they are used to prepare flexible bottles. Okay, remember that they are using to prepare a flexible bottle. So this is your low density polythene. Now look at what is meant by a high density polythene. Second will be the high density polythene. Again, high density polythene also prepared in presence of ethene. We take here n number of ethene molecule, undergo polymerization process, polymerization process in presence of a new catalyst, that is a Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Ziegler-Natta catalyst. In presence of a Ziegler-Natta catalyst, there is a formation of polymer. There is a formation of a polythene, that is a high density polythene. And high density polythene, it is an example of a linear polymer. It is an example of a linear polymer. So what is meant by a Ziegler-Natta catalyst? Okay, Ziegler-Natta catalyst is nothing but what? Triethyl. So ethyl is C2H5. So it is an triethyl aluminium titanium tetrachloride. Tetra means how many chlorine? 4 chlorine group. So Ziegler-Natta catalyst is nothing but triethyl C2H5. Triethyl, this is your aluminium, titanium tetra 4 chloride. Okay, tetrachloride is nothing but Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So remember, the high density polymer we can prepare by using n number of ethene molecule undergo polymerization process in presence of Ziegler-Natta catalyst. There is a formation of a high density polythene. This is also tough and it is hard polymer. Okay, it is a tough and it is hard polymer. Because of this, we can prepare this we can use this polymer to prepare bucket. Okay, we can use this polymer to prepare bucket, dustbin. Using this polymer, we can prepare bucket and dustbin. So these are the examples of these are the some important compounds of a addition polymer.